I think to a great extent, perhaps this is a kind of a challenge which most corporates will be facing today, especially the kind of challenge which CHROs should, in my thinking, should take it on top priority, creating a high performance culture, because that is going to be the differentiator really. Talent strategy to start with perhaps will be one such key differentiator, that right from the time you start identifying the kind of people you want to hire, whether you are going to be having the ability to attract them. And that brings in a kind of a perspective that we must define a kind of a thoughtful talent strategy to start with. At the same time, perhaps many times when we are able to attract talent and trying to create this high performance culture, we got derailed in terms of onboarding process. Onboarding process is not only an induction training program, but I am talking of onboarding process in terms of offering them the right kind of job potential, the kind of matching of their aptitude and capabilities to the right kind of job in the organizations. And therefore, also perhaps linking then the kind of reward and recognition strategy based on a fairly visible, transparent and objective assessment process. Because the current experience in most of the corporates, Indian as well as multinationals, has been that people see the assessment process with doubts, with kind of negative kind of experiences, lack of visibility and therefore lack of acceptability. But at the same time, perhaps when we are looking at differential reward strategy, then it has to be as much objective and acceptable to people, then only it can be acceptable in the rest of the organization, rather than being seen as favors and ambiguous and things of that sort. To a great extent, when we look at the work culture element, that becomes apart from the talent strategy, the second critical constituent where you are able to create a high performance work culture. To a great extent, culture should be open, culture should be transparent, culture should be experimentation, culture should be listening, appreciation, empowerment, nudging, encouraging. So it is basically enrichment is where it should lead to. And the last but not the least is people processes, when we look at, will have to be redesigned to the new business order. And to a great extent, their Gen Y will play a very key role in deciding what kind of people processes we are. The kind of command and control or one size fit all is completely outdated conventionally. So these are the three parameters around which perhaps we can evolve a high performance work culture, which will be oriented towards the right kind of induction, talent acquisition induction, and then engagement through the kind of people processes we are talking of, so that stretch efforts may result in, motivation may result in, and a competitive spirit may result in terms of the kind of reward or career growth strategy we are going to talk about.